Welcome back to the OHSU Effect Inside Health and Science. Good morning. We want to continue our conversation with Diana Gordon, the Education and Outreach Coordinator at the Oregon National Primate Research Center out in Hillsboro, part of OHSU. Good morning, Diana.
Hey.
So we talked about how the center has been around for about 50 years, and there's so many medical breakthroughs going on there, and it's all open to the public. Anyone can come and take a tour. And you also do summer programs for kids and adults. So tell me about that.
Lots and lots of summer programs. In fact, it's funny. People ask me what I do, and I mostly order people around and say, okay, now we have to do this, now we have to do that. But, beginning right after the summer, I start planning for the next summer. And so we invite about 50 or so students and teachers onto our campus every summer to work in our labs. And those include high school students, and those students come to us through the Apprenticeships in Science and Engineering program at Saturday Academy. And then we also run our own summer undergraduate fellowship program that is funded by the Silver Family Foundation. And that's just been a wonderful new program that's been in existence for just the past 4 or 5 years. And we get applicants from all over the country, all over the world to work on these fellowships, which is really, really gratifying. It's really fun to have these students from all over the place come to visit with us. And then also through the Murdoch Trust Partners in Science program, we fund opportunities for full-time high school teachers to work in labs. And as a former high school teacher myself that took advantage of that program, I really, really try hard to fill those positions because it's a wonderful opportunity for a science teacher.
So tell me again, kids, what the ages are of people who are allowed to enter your summer programs.
Well, for those apprenticeships programs, you have to be at least 16 years old. But then we also run a day-long camp called Camp Monkey, and that camp is for middle school students. And we will probably invite about 50 students on campus this summer. And we're still nailing down the perfect date for that, but that'll be something that we'll send information out.
Good. Well, it sounds like the application process might be a little rigorous for those older kids, those college students who want to work in the lab. But what about for the younger kids? Is that really for anybody who is interested?
For the younger kids, it's first come, first serve. And so that is, that's the fairest way we can do it. We also have other programs for students that run during the course of the year. There's a program called Science Ambassadors, which is a mentorship program that high school students can apply to. Any age high school, and they mentor fifth graders. And so we usually have a way more, unfortunately, applicants than we can accommodate, which is sad, but, you have to do what you can do. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about your firsthand experience about being a teacher and working in the lab. What did you learn?
Oh, my gosh. You know what? It just really changed my outlook on what's important to teach students. I mean, there are all these tests that students have to take and all of these reasons that teachers have to prepare their students to be good test takers. But really what science is all about is asking questions and trying to find out how to answer them. And so many times your first approach doesn't yield anything. It doesn't work. And so teaching students to be persistent and to be creative thinkers and to try again. This is something that teachers often just don't have the time to do because of the need to get all of this content into the brains of their students. And I just think it's such a sad way of teaching science. And so I really hope that changes.
Well, that's nice to hear because some teachers might be listening and thinking, oh, I'm not interested in monkeys and I don't really want to learn about them and teach my kids in science class about monkeys. But really, there's broader lessons to be learned here.
Absolutely. How do we do science and how should we teach science and how can we prepare students to help us with the important questions that we're trying to answer about human health and disease? Yeah, that's important.
Well, tell me how people can apply, how they can take part. Is there a website?
There is a website. People can, should I say what it is?
Yes,
www.ohsu/ONPRC, and then follow the links for public outreach. And you can find my name plastered all over the place there. And if you have any questions about programs, how you can take part, the tours, anything like that, give me a call, shoot me an email, and I will respond.
Great. And we'll also have a link to that at the ohsueffect.org. You can find that by going to kxl.com and just look for the OHSU Effect. You can also call the main line at OHSU, 503-494-8311. So just about 30 seconds left. What is the takeaway message here? What's the most important thing people should understand about the Primate Center?
I think the most important thing that people should understand is that we are the beginning of treatments, therapies, and preventions for disease, and that we conduct our research humanely and with many, many rules and regulations that oversee it. So the animal care is so good that the animals live about twice as long as they would in the wild, and that our continued progress in the area of treatments depends on this.
Diana Gordon with the Oregon National Primate Research Center. Thank you.
Thank you.